Okay. I think that the microphone on here should be working on the camera. Well, hey, Mom, do you want to try jumping in real quick and seeing if you can hear anything? Okay. Oh, yeah. Everybody should make funny faces. This is how we troubleshoot at Karmic Incarnate. We do it live. We do it, you guys can see what we're doing. There might be a half a dozen things, and you might have to click on a bunch of stuff, but for those of you that stick with us, it'll always be worth it. Okay. We'll close that door. Oh, it's good. Let's see how this works. Dead microphone.
Rise.
I know. Sorry, buddy. I feel rather foolish. There we go. Okay. Things get nudged, moved, framing gets changed. But hi, welcome. Third time. Yeah, we start over. You got to start over, man. You got to get it all in there. If they can't hear it because I deleted the last ones, so if they're watching later, this is all they're actually gonna know. See, they won't know there were 3 false starts getting going tonight, except for that we're gonna rat ourselves out because that's what we do at Karma. We own all of our our mistakes and our wins and losses. We own all of it. So it's about owning your action in this world. So, but as always, check us out, karmincarnate.com. Check us out on YouTube, guys. You're watching us live on YouTube. If you're watching us right now, but check out our YouTube channel. It's 10 years worth of stuff. Vacations. We were talking earlier that some of our favorite ones, like so much of it was done live right here at Jake's house. That's where we're at tonight. Another Karmic Transmission at Jake's. Up top, by the way, for being here, Colby. Thanks, brother. So, we've done so much, and we've had a lot of fun doing it. Lots of smiles, lots of heartache, it's been good times over the last few years. So, but as always, on top of that, you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Sorry, guys, I'm kind of the social media guy, and I'm a bad social media guy to just hang myself with. I'm not very good at it because I get busy. I tend to get caught up in whatever I'm doing here and whatever I'm present in. I like to try to be engaged. It's a blessing and a curse in many ways. But we always try to share what we're doing. We got Karma weekend was this weekend. We bought food. We did the delivery. Dude, that inflation, it's
not fun.
Sucks.
It
it's rough, but we still buy, we still deliver, we still do our part because that's what karma is. Like we said, it's about taking your responsible actions and the accountability for good, bad, or otherwise, whatever comes of it.
Yeah.
It's remembering that whatever action you take will always have repercussions. So make the repercussions good by taking good action.
Good actions.
Mm-hmm. But enough of that intro horse bucky. How you been, man? What's been going on?
I've been good. Just trying to get everything put away at the new house.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's just so much stuff. I don't.
When you move, you it's so weird.
Yeah, we have just way more than we need. Spoiled people. Everybody is.
Well, dude, absolutely. We've had it too good for too long, and we've accumulated stuff.
Yeah, it's like I don't need stuff.
Yeah.
It's boring.
It can.
Just have to find places to put stuff.
Yeah. Well, dude, you want to know that's I was actually, before we started the transmission, while I was kind of waiting for you to get here, I was looking at flights back to Japan again. So I was sitting there going, dude, why not? Like, I'd rather go do something. I don't need more stuff.
Yeah, exactly.
I'd like to go out and experience more.
Adventures and stuff. But yeah. But it's nice. Everything's in.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, it's just going through totes.
Yeah.
At this point. So.
Oh, dude, that's awesome. I'm so happy for you, Melissa. Such a killer kick butt all the way around. How's your aunt doing, though?
She's going to have some surgery.
Bummer.
Yeah.
It's a real bummer.
Yeah, she's got like kidney stones, I think.
Ooh.
Yeah. I don't know. Need to go visit her. I just. Work's been a little crazy because my boss went on vacation, so I had to work different shifts than I was used to. So.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Oh, I feel you there, man. I've more or less going to be working every Saturday through the month of August
Yeah.
this month, just because everybody's got things going on and there's always got to be one manager there at some point in time.
Yeah.
And just that's how it kind of stacks. So I'm starting to look at September going, okay, my turn.
My
time to balance the ledgers.
Yeah.
So because it's right now there's a lot of people trying to do a lot of things. You can feel the rush again. It's almost like things are kind of getting back to normal, which is awesome.
Yeah.
You know, it's a great feeling. So you guys are moving in there, and how big a house is it? I forgot to ask.
It's a 2-bedroom, 2-bath.
Okay.
But the bottom bedroom was full of all her stuff, so it's not really usable. But yeah, it's pretty nice. I don't know how. I suck at guessing square footage.
Because it's like a townhouse thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, dude, that's killer. I'm excited for you. We'll have to have a little shindig over at your place.
Yeah.
Shoot a Cheers video at Colby's house.
We could do that.
You can be the rival bar. What was the rival bar in oh geez. What's the guy's name?
Nathan?
No, it wasn't Nathan. What was the guy's name? The rival bar in Cheers. We're gonna have to look it up.
Oh man.
That's gonna kill me. I can't believe I don't remember.
Yeah.
Because the name was his name. It was his bar. I can't remember what it's called. Dang. But yeah, we'll have to do something like that.
Dang it. Yeah, no, it'd be fun.
Think you can get Alyssa to dress up like Carla for it?
We try. She'd be a great Carla.
She would be a great Carla. Then we just gotta find a Diane. We'll find one. We'll find one day.
Finally got some sort of peace. Have you ever watched Modern Family?
No.
So they have this character that they only just talk bad about her for like the whole 4 seasons. They never introduce her. It's
okay.
Al Bundy's character's ex-wife, and they just trash her all the time. They finally get to an episode in like season 7 where they actually show her. It's Diane.
No kidding.
It's Shelley Long.
Oh my gosh, that is too fantastic.
That was awesome, especially because they kill her off. So I finally got.
So everybody that loves Cheers gets some vindication.
Exactly.
Is this her name Diane in the show?
I don't remember what her name is in the show. I don't think it is. It's not quite.
So I was gonna say if they name her
They really
Diane,
that
like
for
that
us?
would be.
Oh.
I would start watching that show like immediately just to get to that episode.
It's a pretty funny show. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah, I didn't realize. It's been slow at work, so I've watched way too much TV. Like way too much.
Oh man.
So.
I can only dream lying on beds watching TV all day.
Yeah, it sounds so much better than it is. I feel like I go stir crazy, you know. I have to like get up and walk around the store just so for some sort of movement.
Yeah. Oh no kidding, dude.
Yeah.
I'd go a little stir crazy in there too.
It's getting wild, but
oh dude, that's great. So with the new move, any plans on like what you guys are gonna do next? You gonna get any pets? You gonna what's the game plan?
I don't want to. Just because our schedules are so bad.
Yeah.
It's like the poor animal would be trapped in the house for at least like 9-10 hours by itself every day. So it's like I know she'll talk me into it eventually, but her resolution is, well, then we just get 2 dogs. Stop what you're doing.
Hey, well, you gotta have a friend.
Well, I mean,
you gotta have a friend.
She's got some logic there, but I'm
Yeah.
just like, I don't want.
Well, the cat and dog thing isn't really panning out. So you don't go that route. You have to be there to babysit that route.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Okay.
Well, she's allergic to cats, so I don't think that's.
Yeah, that's not really an option.
Well, but I should pet some cat. There's some crazy cat in our front yard with its 2
Animal
kittens.
lovers are just suckers. That's the deal. Is it doesn't matter how sick the animals will get them. They're always gonna pet them. It's like my buddy Steven. He brought his daughter over one time, and she was petting the cat the whole time. Her mom was just like, "Don't touch your eyes. Don't touch your eyes." And as soon as she was done, she was in there washing her hands. And it's like, I get it, because that's.
They're adorable.
They are. Everybody loves the kitty cats. Everyone loves the critters.
Yeah.
It's part of why we buy food. So I buy the dog and the cat food. Is because everybody loves the critters.
Family members.
See, there's one right there.
He knows what we're talking about.
He does. He gets spoiled though. I went and I finally got him some tags today, like with his name and stuff on them, number and all that stuff. Collar's too big. It's the one thing is I bought too big a collar because the one that we got when we got him was too small. It was just way too small.
Yeah.
So I needed to upgrade, but I went too big, so I got to go exchange it. But I did. I got all the tags and did all the stuff. And when I was thinking about it, I was just like, these dogs, the animals are almost treated better than the people.
They treat me better than people do.
No kidding. Aside from my really good family that treats my animals as good as they treat me too.
Yeah.
It's I have to say you're absolutely right, my friend.
They bring out the best in you.
They really do. They're fun. They're furry and they're for every time you want. They're like Diane in some ways.
No.
Yeah. See, that's the thing is Diane.
No.
You love to hate her. The animals, you hate to love them as much as you do because they're just so damn cute.
Exactly.
Yeah. They get you right here,
Right
here, and that's why you look at them. So, but we did. We still bought. I've been curious, and one of these days we'll have to ask them again. We've been buying the big bags of dog food and cat food because they go further. We're trying to get our buck to go further with Karma.
Are they like portioning them out?
That's what I wonder. I don't know. We've just been taking the big bag, and if they're so long as they're getting it to people, that's really all that matters.
Yeah.
But I would imagine they've got to be because it was nice when we could do the 2-pound ones, but they're too expensive.
Yeah.
For the price of 4 of those 2-pound bags, you can get like 4 of them because they were like $4 or $5 a piece. Then you get a 20-pound bag for $15.
Oh.
So you just can't really do that route anymore. That's the trade-off with this inflation.
It's bad.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
So.
Yeah.
But what's Alyssa been up to? She's still just killing it over the restaurant?
Yeah.
Yeah? That's awesome, man. She's a manager now?
Yeah, I forgot. Yeah, she is. She's something.
She got a raise. She's doing something over there. She's Alyssa.
Moving up. She does like a couple managing shifts a week.
I think that's awesome.
She bartends on Thursdays. She
Uh-huh.
just does a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, so that's fun. Yeah, we haven't really been doing much because, this has been, last weekend was our first technical weekend that we moved in.
Yeah.
And this one I had to work Sunday, so this is my first day off. And we actually did go to a thing today to look for furniture.
Mm-hmm.
It's like these people that do model homes, and they furnish them for the model homes, and then they just sell the furniture.
I've heard about that,
cheap,
yeah.
And it's all brand new, pretty much. It's just been in a model home.
Mm-hmm.
And so it was kind of cool.
Find anything?
Yeah, we found a cool little shelf thing.
Yeah.
Cost like $30.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dude, that's awesome.
So we did actually do something today, and then I had to pick up these.
Mm-hmm.
These were getting repaired.
Nice.
But
What happened to it? Just fixed lenses or something like that?
I fell asleep in my glasses all the time. I'm the worst.
The bent frames.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
But they have a warranty over there, so it's nice that, I just had to take in my messed up frames and then they fixed them and
Mm-hmm.
or bought made new ones. I don't know what they did.
Dude, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really nice. Is that same place that you went to before?
No, I just went to Eyeglass World.
Eyeglass
I'm on state. It's by
Okay.
county.
Yeah.
I need to go there. I've been in Nickelmania forever.
Dude, Nickelmania. That would be awesome. I was thinking about that in Quarters the other day because I was talking with Cooper. We went out for Cooper and Ian and Emma's birthday the other day.
Oh, yeah.
And they turned 21, so we all went out and we went and did karaoke and goofed off and had a good time. It was a lot of fun. It was a whole lot of fun, but Cooper was talking about going to Quarters.
Isn't that right across the street?
Oh, no.
From Highlander?
No, Quarters is downtown.
Oh, they used
Yeah.
to have one across the street from Highland Lake.
Really? I can't
No,
think
I
of.
think in a bar named Sue.
Yeah, I think you're thinking
That-
further north
yeah,
on Highland there.
that's
Yeah,
what I
Barding
think.
Sioux and
There was
what's
an
the other one
arcade
there?
across from bar named Sue
mhm.
at one point.
Yeah.
It was weird because it was just an arcade, but there was like nobody running it.
Mhm.
And it was kind of stupid.
Yeah, kind of self-service. It was
Yeah.
weird. I remember that place.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, like Quarters is downtown. The hardest part that I had with Quarters is that the games that you're playing are a little bit pricey considering that you're getting the drinks and everything to go with it.
Mhm.
Seems like it'd bring down the price a little bit because in competition like Dave and Buster's and everything else. It's kind of a,
How
well,
new
all
are
the
the
games, not really, not many newer games. There's a lot of
Oh,
older
really?
games, and the cabinets weren't in the best shape, but they were still charging a quarter for every game.
Oh, that's pricey.
Yeah, it adds up really fast.
Yeah.
Adds up really fast. So,
Oh, for sure.
but
Yeah, we went to that Dave and Buster's at one time, right?
it was fun.
It's fun, but I feel like their setup, it's really pretty expensive
It's-
if you're really gonna play.
It really
a
is.
lot.
It's like an overpriced Chuck E. Cheese for adults.
Yeah, I don't like how they make you put everything on cards
Yeah.
and stuff. And it's like,
Mhm.
slide $1 in.
Well, and that's the deal. Is in all reality, I'd rather go to Nickel Mania and play the cheaper games and not have the drinks.
I would too.
You know,
Honestly.
in all honesty, I don't care about the drinking
Yeah.
side of it. To me, it's playing the games and having a good time.
Exactly.
So.
We're gonna have to do that soon. I was tempted to see if we should do I kind of wanted to do an escape room again. After that last one I botched.
Dude, that escape, you didn't botch that.
Like I
What
was like
was-
so mad that the cannon went off that soon.
Mhm.
He was
Yeah.
just like, that was not supposed. We didn't even find the other secret room yet.
Oh, yeah.
Like
I had
we were
no idea.
so far.
Well, and
He was
his,
mad.
I was that whole thing. It's that escape room's not there anymore. That one's closed. Well, and the guy had big dreams. It was a really cool escape room. We should have gotten Naomi on the top escape rooms, to be honest with you, because I think she's been interviewing in a few more again.
Oh,
Thinking about
really?
working at some work, but that one, the guy was he was trying to do too much all by himself.
Yeah.
Because the fact that he had it listed as a small, medium, and large room, but it didn't really play that way. Yeah, it didn't. Well, it was actually a small and a large because he didn't have all the puzzles done. So it was kind of the whole thing was just kind of funny. It was really weird.
That's why I wanted to kind of try it again, like a
Mhm.
different one. I think it might be fun.
My work, they did mini escape room challenge things for team building day last year, like right after I got hired.
Oh,
I got hired, and the next weekend was team building day.
Hey, welcome to the
Exactly. And they did it where they locked everybody in offices. They're working and get out of the office, kind of a deal.
Oh, really?
With little puzzles and things like that. Yeah, and it was fun. But it's what's crazy is, like I said, escape rooms are really different because they make everybody have to think differently.
Yeah, and you actually have to like work together.
Mm-hmm. Well,
it's good for team building.
it is. It's great for team building. It's good. It's good when it comes to trying to get people to open up and communicate a little bit. But it also, it's weird because if you use it right, you're trying to develop skills in people. Because like the one thing that we always run into is everyone in our group, because just like what you did, we all started solving different puzzles, and there wasn't anybody to take all of the puzzles that are getting solved and then try to solve and try to
Well, yeah,
coordinate.
they kind of didn't give you
You
much
know.
guidance at that point.
Mm.
Man. They just like, okay, you're in the room.
And the fact that you I don't know how you figured out that lock combination, dumbest of all luck. Just open, okay,
Yeah.
sets off the cannon, final
I've done this
puzzle done.
before.
Well, and then we're trying to work backwards. Oh, we've solved the room, but we don't have all the pieces to
Yeah,
get out.
exactly.
Okay.
It was,
Dude, it was funny. It was a good time.
It was fun, yeah, but I don't think that I got the true experience that you're supposed to
I
get.
don't think so
I
either.
don't think any of us did. So
It was controlled chaos, is what it was.
yeah, it was still a good time.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
a great time. Great time.
Oh,
I think I've still got the pictures on my phone.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
because we did. We took a few pictures in there because there was like Ian and Cooper were there,
yeah, we had a pretty decent
and
group.
yeah, we had like 10 of us
Something
in
like
there.
that.
It was a good time.
Yeah.
But dude, we need to start doing those things again. It's just like Karmic Cues and everything else. We need to start getting back into the event side of things.
Mhm.
You know, the hardest part is just it's the time because I mentioned it. You know, last week I flew solo, jumped
Yeah.
on, just rambled. I don't know if anybody watched it. If they did, props to you. I hope something was interesting enough. But I was sitting there just thinking about it, and the biggest thing that we've really got to get back into is just starting to isolate and kind of pre-plan some of those times
Mhm.
and doing them because when we're together and we're having a good time, everybody just wants to be a part of it, and that's karma in a nutshell. Is it's just trying to let everybody interact and experience that spark of unity, that thing that we can all do together when we're just together enjoying each other and having fun.
Yeah.
And it's magic when everybody brings their extra gifts to the table. That's the thing that we do a little bit more.
Yeah, the
Is-
meetups were tons of fun.
Yeah, the meetups were fun, and we ought to start some of those again somewhere. I get off work at 6 usually.
Yeah,
So
my
I can-
schedule's changed kind of. Yeah, so I would have to just do it on days off now.
Mm.
Yeah, I don't quite get out of there until 7.
Yeah, see, and that can be a little bit like that's one thing that I've ran into is getting off at 6, 7 o'clock at night. It gets hard. It's hard. Kind of like I said when I was talking when we were doing our false starts, and I was mentioning the fact that we got to put links and add descriptive pieces and things like that into our transmissions a little bit more for all of the stuff like talking about cheers videos.
Yeah.
We need to make sure those links are in there because we've got so much content, so much stuff to dig through.
Yeah.
But it does get hard when you get home at at 7:30, 8 o'clock at night. You do a karmic transmission, you're talking until 9, 10, and sure you're a little amped up, but as soon as everybody leaves, dude, you just get floored.
Bedtime.
You get tired. You go downstairs and it's like, okay, am I going to sit here for the next hour, half hour, 45 minutes? Am I going to kind of jump through, remember the things I said I was going to fix the description at, gets to be much. But I need to quit being so lazy. That's the one thing that and can we call it lazy? That's the thing is I also need to quit beating myself up. That's the other thing I need to be better about.
Baby steps.
Baby steps.
Well,
We're all a work in progress.
Yeah. Oh.
We're all learning and growing and trying to be a little bit better. Dude, this is a big part of Mike moving into a new place, and we said shedding some of that unwanted stuff.
Yeah.
My mom's been on a kick. For those of you that I'm sure you've heard it about 100,000 times now. My mom lives with me. She's got a room here. I got all of her stuff with me. I love having her here. But she's been downsizing. She's been cleaning things out and going through stuff. And everybody, I think, is starting to feel that little bit of it's time. It's time to shed some of these things and move on to the next grand adventure because it's going to be grand, man. It's going to be grand. I look at the news, you see everything going on, and to me, this is when the devil's looking at you. You just got to wink and smile back because it's going to be interesting. It's going to be fun.
Crazy right now.
Mm-hmm.
Just in general. Hawaii's on fire.
Yeah.
I don't know how that's
Paradise.
possible.
Paradise on fire. Think of that.
That's crazy.
And God, God bless those people. I hope they're okay. I know that it's a true tragedy, and that's the thing. This is the kind of part where it's amazing to see how people can come together in times of need. And if the karma food could make the delivery, that's the hard part. Is if we could package up the food and ship it down there, we'd do it in a heartbeat. Unfortunately, it mostly spoiled before it got there.
Yeah.
That's one of the hardest parts with the karmic impact is that there's only so much that we can do, and we've got to exert our energy where we can. That's right here in our local communities. We can help the people here so that they can help their people back home. That's the best thing that we can do is we can help look after those families that have family here.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why we feed our neighbors. That's why we look after the loved ones here so they can take care of it. There was a gal that came into the branch the other day, and she was talking about her brother has been living in Maui for the last 4 years and they haven't been able to talk to him. So I was telling her, I was like, well, you don't worry about this stuff. You don't worry about what you're doing here. We got the transactions are done, you're all set, you get home, go make a phone call. Let's
Yeah,
make sure that you can find your brother, because that's a shame, you know?
yeah, that's not good.
So that's why we take care of those people here, get their mind ease, they don't worry about this stuff, they can refocus their energy. Because that's what we have. You know, karma, so much of what we talk about is tapping into this, and it's all energy.
Oh,
You know, and wherever we focus that energy is what we're gonna get out of it.
yeah.
So I focus on those things. Being a positive influence, man.
Yeah.
Put your energy towards it. Make good things. Positivity. So I say,
Yeah.
quit beating up on yourself. Don't
watch the news so much.
don't watch the news so much. That's a very negative thing.
It's pretty rough right
Dude, you know that it's negative when the reporters themselves can be told why people don't like to listen to them, and they immediately go, "Oh, you're just a bunch of idiots. You guys don't get it." It's like, oh my god.
now. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
that like I said,
Make
don't
your
watch.
ratings go up.
Yeah, don't. What you need to watch is your neighbors and your friends and family, and see what's going on around you. That's the real story.
Peeping Tom.
Well, you know, just remember that if they catch you, you're just trimming the hedges. You know, you're just clearing out. But yeah, just if your neighbors aren't messing with you, they're not giving you a hard time. Look at that guy in the news, laugh at him, because apparently his high-rise apartment in New York is a shitty part of town.
It's in New York.
Exactly, you're in New York. You're just fucked.
Not a fan. Here, upstate New York's nice.
Mm-hmm. Every place has got nice areas.
Oh yeah.
That's the one thing. Is every place has got nice areas. You pick on some, but it's all tough love. That's all that it is. You do it because you love it, because you wouldn't have, the world wouldn't be the same without it.
Oh no.
So you got to pick on it and tease it and
Have fun with it.
have fun with it.
It's all up to you.
It really is. Because that's when you get dude, what was the Coolio video? Remember when we did the Coolio Karmic,
Oh yeah.
the park hunting video?
I know that one.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know, you just got to go with it. You just got to have some fun with it.
Yeah, that was not Rex's initial idea.
No, not in the least. I don't remember how that one turned into that.
I don't either.
Oh, we were just driving around and the song came out, and then all of a sudden it was like, okay, here's the video.
Yeah, that was fun.
That was a good time. It was a damn good time.
It was kind of fun when we knew we were gonna make a video
Yeah.
instead of just like the ones Rex makes, you know. Like we all knew though, like we were like, okay, we're gonna make a video today.
Yeah. Okay, we're gonna go do this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just go to these playgrounds and look weird.
Look like a couple of 30-year-old creepers
Just
testing out all the playground equipment.
setting up swings and everything. Yeah.
But it had purpose.
It had purpose.
Had direction.
Kind
It was
of.
all about a karmic game.
Yeah.
Because we got to find the right park.
Yeah.
If you've never been, there's one key thing. There's one element that is essential to a karmic game. What is it, Colby?
It's a good park.
But what does a good park have?
Oh, horseshoes?
Horseshoes.
Yeah.
It's gotta have the
I
horseshoes.
do that. Yeah. Something. Yeah.
Yeah. Gotta have. If it doesn't have horseshoes, we can't have a karmic there.
I refuse.
And we looked. We went looking.
We did have to search. Because yeah, they're
I can't
taking
believe
them out of
that
the
that one pavilion and stuff has still never been put back up over at the old Harmony Park that we used to go to.
so really
Yeah, we did, because
like the OG one that we
yeah,
did most
the
of them at?
OG one, yeah, the original one that we did. Because, well, you know how we found that park is we used to have family reunions at that park,
Okay.
like for the Vanderlinden, Mockleys, and like just extended family and stuff like that.
Yeah.
We had it over there. We did the same thing. It had a horseshoe pit, had a really big park area, so we could have the 50 people that would show up or whatever, because there was a ton. There was always a lot of people. And that's where Rex and I learned how to play horseshoes at that park.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So,
don't know why they haven't put it back up.
well, a lot of what they've done, and this is, don't get me wrong, again, I get it. You know, the city can only do what they can do. But all those old pavilions, they tore down and like took out all the electrical and all the stuff so that they're just basically covers now because of the homeless issues and stuff like that. They don't want free access to power and things for those guys.
Oh.
Yeah. So, because you remember the last time, that one time we were there, and we like had to break into the power box and turn on all the outlets. We didn't do
No,
that.
we didn't.
We did not pick the locks and get into the power station and turn on the outlets to run all of our stuff. No, we did not do that.
It would have sucked if we
It would have sucked if we
did.
had to. Like it would have been
Yeah.
really shitty if we had to. But they knew we were coming. They planned for us. They had it all up and running.
Yeah.
And that Arab the Arab photo booth thing worked out pretty good that year.
That was pretty fun.
That was a lot of fun. Because and that was always cool having the photo booths and all the stuff.
Yeah,
It was a good time. We
threw a hell of a party.
great shindig.
Yeah,
It was a real hootenanny.
it was. Got wild.
Mm-hmm. So and that's the thing is they'll come back. They'll definitely come back because that's always been a part of who what we are. We love to do things with our friends and family. And it was crazy because when I moved in here, it did kind of give us a little bit of excuse because I did barbecues all the time. So the COVID thing kind of helped.
That didn't help.
You
Yeah.
know, because it was like, hey, we don't have to have a barbecue to have everybody come over and have a barbecue.
Yeah.
But that's
The Karmic were just
they
a
were
different
fine.
animal.
They were a whole different animal, and they were always. It was always so great, just sitting around with everybody and letting them label the food because we always had the custom labels
Oh,
so
yeah.
people could put their name on it and say this is where it came from.
Mhm.
Because that's always the coolest part about it's why we sticker all the food. It's the recognition of the individuals that are actually doing the work, which is the people that give us the money to go do the purchase. And that's the biggest shout out, Colby, CIA Community Impact Agent Extraordinaire. This guy right here, he's been with us since the get go. This guy, he was in the apartment with us. We had talk about wild nights. The apartment wasn't a great times, but like it was amazing, and having you guys with us the whole time has been incredible.
So
Because our community impact agents and our community investors and people that give us the money to go buy food could be one of you guys. Anybody watching at any time can be a community impact agent. They can be a community investor. They can be ready to start making their impact felt with us by just going to the website and hitting that make your impact button. That's all it takes. Go right there, buy a family food gift, and bam, we're talking about you. We're talking about somebody that's ready to engage in their community just like we are.
Yeah.
Because that's it's funny. It's there's karma is about action, but more than anything, it's about active engagement. Is what it is.
Oh, yeah.
You can take any action you want, like we said, good, bad, or otherwise. All that's to be determined later on. The repercussions will determine how the action was, because people are always going to see it different. But if you are actively engaged and participating in what you're doing,
Yeah.
that's where you get the most return.
No, for sure. It's not just a one-time deal.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you get the one action gets the one return.
Mm.
So,
But it's a feedback loop that keeps going with it. And so you
Mhm.
stay active and engaging with it all the time. It's like it's your job.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's so easy.
Oh yeah. Like you
This
said,
one.
active and engaged is nice because I just got to lay on beds, watch some movies, and then when somebody walks in, tell them how comfy the bed is to watch
You're
movies
like,
on.
check this out.
Yeah, see this is my day.
Yeah.
So, but that's active and engaged.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. And when any time that we're out doing things, that we're trying to make something happen, we're taking food to the food bank, we're always active and engaged in whatever we're doing at that time.
Mhm.
And that's a big part of just the entire karmic idea in a nutshell. Because if you take a little bit of that, you're active and engaged, you'll start wanting to do things like buy a family food gift.
Yeah.
You want to hold the door open for somebody that's having a hard time coming in. It's about just being present.
Yes.
So
hard for a lot of people with
it is.
the whole
Dude,
cell phone
there's
game and
distractions.
stuff, like, all the time.
Distractions are so. It's funny because the thing that allows distractions is comfort. As you feel more and more comfortable, you're just like, oh, okay, I cannot pay attention. I cannot have to because I just always expect the same outcome.
Yeah.
And it's why I'll comfort is killer. It is. It's just brutal, but it's funny how much that's what we work towards.
Yeah.
You know?
And then we get to a point where it's like we don't want to feel uncomfortable for anything. And it's like if you're not constantly pushing your comfort boundaries, you're not growing.
Yeah.
You just parked.
Bingo. Absolutely. And
it can be hard.
it can.
Yeah.
Shaking that stuff is hard when you
Yeah.
when you're feeling comfortable and it's true.
Yeah. But
Because that's what we're talking about when I say that I need to get into put my stuff in.
yeah, right.
I get a little too comfortable at 10 o'clock at night. I'm not feeling. I need to keep feeling uncomfortable to get my work done. That's
Pushing the envelope.
keep doing.
Yeah.
Because you never know what you're capable of if you don't push yourself.
Exactly.
You don't try.
Yep.
So, and I dare you to try. If you're ever watching this, I dare you to try. Push yourself outside of your comfort zone.
For sure.
You know, because you'll be amazed. It's moves. Moving into a new place. That's you want to talk about moving outside your comfort zone.
Moving sucks,
Mm-hmm.
but I love the new place. So.
Mm-hmm. Bingo.
Well,
So isn't that worth the uncomfortableness of a little bit?
completely.
Yeah, totally worth it. It's worth it every time.
It is. That's
The
why
lack of comfort is always
it's
worth
weird
it.
that we forget that part of the lesson.
Mm-hmm.
That it's always worth it.
Yeah, it's always worth it.
It's just
Whether it's working out and dieting and wanting to get into shape,
Mhm.
you've got to get uncomfortable.
Yeah.
You've got to having tough love conversations.
Yeah.
Get uncomfortable because the things that it'll do for your relationships and your environment can be huge, hugely impactful. You know, just careful with some of your words. Careful with the words in that. That's all.
Yeah.
I recommend talking about it, but don't just let fly. You know, things can get a little bit crazy. Again, active participation in it.
Yeah.
Don't just start throwing them, it's not going to end well. That's, like we said, it's not the ripples. The good and the bad get found out afterwards. In the moment,
Yeah.
you go with it.
Pay attention.
Mm-hmm. Pay attention. Be active and engaged in it. So, because it's true, it's absolutely fantastic when you do. And the lack of comfort is like Rexy Boy with his dancing and everything and all that stuff that he's been doing.
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight. He's looking good. I'm excited for the next trip that we take to like Japan.
Yeah.
Because every time that we've gone, it's gotten easier and easier for us to like get around.
Oh yeah.
Just like not being stiff at the end of the day, not feeling winded when you're running between trains and trying to make sure that you're not going the wrong direction.
Oh,
Like every time it's been better for us, so it's good. I've been really excited.
Yeah. I need to start going.
Have you got your rocker thing though? You still doing your rock and rolling thing?
Well, I haven't used it since we moved.
Yeah.
I should do it tonight. I'm gonna do it.
There you go.
Tonight.
There it is. Gonna push himself outside the comfort zone tonight. Alyssa, if you're watching, let me know if he does or not. Accountability too. That's
a
the
big
next
factor,
side.
though.
It is. It is. Dude, why do you think I paid a personal trainer for the last year and a half?
Yeah, I've been leaning towards it, but I've been really contemplating it every day now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like so tired. I just it's sad. I'm just like, what happened? When did I get old? Oh,
dude, I don't even want to talk about that. I don't want to talk about that.
Yeah, well, it's uncomfortable.
It is. It's uncomfortable. It's a hard conversation to have, but by God, we're not
there's
spring
no
chickens
real
anymore.
reason to have it. It's not gonna change it.
No. And the one thing that you can always give yourself is if you get ahead of it now, you're better off.
Yeah.
Because I do. I think of all the old guys that I see that don't get around so hot, and I just looking, okay, I'm aiming to not be that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm doing. Because everything else, it's going to come and go with time.
Yeah.
So.
Do what you can. What's within your powers,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I've been slacking. Eating Jurassic tacos.
Ooh, those are so good though.
Dude, they put so much cheese in it.
Mm-hmm.
It was delicious.
Yeah, they were. I want to go again because I remember it was really good and we couldn't finish it.
Oh, not at all.
it was one of those things where when we ordered it, I was looking at my mom and Rex and going, why did we order an item each? What were we thinking? Because they were huge.
Oh, they were so big. And we got combos, and I was like, oh, because my first time. I mean, you never know. I can't trust these pictures. It could be zoomed in.
Yeah.
And I got the Jurassic taco with 2 street tacos. Those street tacos had to have had like a pound of meat.
Oh.
And I was just like, how do you even eat this? Because it was like, street tacos were supposed to be kind of small, and it was just mounds of meat.
Sounds fantastic.
It was wonderful. But yeah, so.
Jurassic taco. See, new food trucks popping up all over town.
Yeah,
Because I think that's how they started, as a food truck.
Oh, okay. That was a location.
They have physical locations too, but I think it started out as a taco cart or a taco truck is how it started. But dude, there's a lot of that stuff popping up all over.
Dude, there's some like seriously good ones that are like, we had this one that she downloaded the app for it. It's called like Maine Lobster. And it's a lobster.
A lobster truck?
Yeah, you actually.
I think I've heard of that one.
That one, and they're super famous because like their truck is so nice, and it actually has like big TVs on the side showing all the
menu items and stuff.
Well, no, like showing like where the owners, because it shows them with a bunch of different celebrities and stuff.
No
because
kidding.
yeah, they're like a chain. So they're not just in like Utah or anything. Like so, they're like just a big deal.
No kidding.
And it was so good. Because it's actual fresh Maine lobster, and it was, I got like lobster tacos. Oh my goodness.
Lobster tacos?
Bisque.
Dude,
it was
that
so
sounds
good.
like something off of Simpsons. Where they talk, they have that episode where they have lobster stuffed with tacos for dinner. Because they go to the restaurant, they're like, I want your first finest food stuffed inside of your second finest food. And the guy's like, okay, lobster stuffed with tacos.
Good. Yeah, that's a great idea.
It is. Simpsons, you done it again.
They
You
went to
predicted
the
the future, and there's now lobster stuffed tacos.
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Oh, it was so good. I'm getting hungry for so.
Dude,
I shouldn't be.
I'm
so full.
I haven't eaten dinner yet. I know why I'm making myself hungry, but it's okay because Mama D cooked some sort of chicken pot pie casserole. I don't know. It looks fantastic. I know I'm going to gorge myself on it. I shouldn't, but we had the when we were doing the grand reopening of the branch, they brought out one called the Burger Truck, and that one was good.
I like
that
the
one was
simplicity
really
of the name.
very
They're
simple,
not
very
messing
straightforward, and all of the burgers. Like I had the jalapeno burger thing. Money. Chef's kiss that thing. It was so good.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So there's a lot of them that have stepped up their game. You know, Carrie's the Silver Moon Taqueria truck. Those guys, they do a great job. Their tacos are really good.
Yeah.
I guess I've been trying to experiment into the barbecue realm a little bit. Doing like barbecue from the truck. It's cool.
The truck would be fun. I think.
If you're somebody that's always dug that like restaurant game, I think that makes the most sense.
Oh yeah.
You know, because you've really got so much less overhead that you're dealing with as far as like an actual physical building.
So it's a great, especially like these Jurassic tacos started. Like that's a great way to get your foot in the door. And once you start getting things happening, that's when you start thinking about doing locations. Yeah. That's fun.
Dude, that's a game that you were always in for a long time, though. You ever miss it?
Sometimes.
All that stuff?
Sometimes.
Yeah?
It was a lot of fun. Yeah. A lot of dicking around. Like, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, now that I'm like alone all day, sometimes nobody even comes in. I'm just like, it's affecting my emotions.
What's crazy, I some of those jobs that you have when you're younger, like the airline job, throwing bags and stuff like that, just dicking around. I'm going to be meeting with some of the guys from the airlines tomorrow for wings and stuff, and just thinking of all the stuff that we did out there, or that we didn't do out there.
Yeah.
Of course, you never played football around all the airplanes, or we never jousted from tugs with brooms, or threw wands over the Y just to see if we could. No, none of that.
None of that
stuff ever happened. No, we were always professional.
Treated everything with the utmost care.
Mm-hmm.
That's what
Every bag was gently placed and tenderly kissed goodbye on the
Yeah.
airplane before we sent it off. You know,
Yeah. Things were different back then.
they were
Yeah.
simpler times.
Yeah, for sure.
Simpler times. But those jobs have their place, and like you said, there's parts that you miss.
Yeah.
But if I ever thought about going back and throwing bags for, hell no, I would never throw bags for an airline again.
I just don't know if I don't know if I got the patience for the customer service to actually do, because now that I don't see as many customers, I mean, I have quite a bit of patience, but for that many customers that I was seeing per day and
Yeah.
the stuff that they would come up with or problems,
Oh yeah.
I don't know if I've got it in me anymore. The old man's creeping up on me where he's like, no, I'm not sticking around, not gonna have that.
I know the feeling. I completely understand where you're coming from.
Right?
Because there are days.
That's why you gotta know how to play your cards.
Dude. Well, now that I'm doing like credit cards and loan apps and stuff like that, dude, the things that people have come up with when it's like, well, I see that you've got this on here, so I don't know. Oh, well, let me give you this story, and you're going, okay, this is gonna be good.
Yeah.
Like, what do you got for me? What are you gonna tell me about how you did not do what this thing says you did not think you did do?
Yeah.
Like,
I have proof.
mm-hmm. Well, and I made the comparison the other day, and it kind of made me laugh. I was like, it's almost like they're talking to a disapproving father at that point.
Well, see, Dad,
it's really not that way. I promise. Like I swear, I'm gonna. It kind of makes me laugh because it's like, wow,
powerful.
Yeah.
Get them on their knees, begging.
It's funny because in the end, it's like, look, it's not a big deal. Because
have to
this
talk
the worst
about
part.
it.
The worst part is you can give me all that. It's not going to change the outcome. Usually, is the worst part. Is it's like I wish I could do something for you, but there's not a. This is a horrible sob story, and let's do it anyway button.
I made it terrible.
I don't. Okay, I like hearing it.
I'll hear you out.
Yeah, it's like I said, that's that customer service side that you've got to get used to, and some days you're just like, oh, buddy,
Yeah.
you did what with? Huh? Okay. Yeah, no, that was that. Mm-hmm. So.
And that's one thing that we have. So ours is all split up. There's like technically three parts of the company. So you've got the deliveries, you've got the sales, and then you've got customer service.
Ooh.
So that's kind of nice. People come at me with anything. Oh, here's the number. I can't do that. But I really can't. They really set it up that way where it's like I literally can sell you a bed. For the most part, I can't do much other than that.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my phone's
You know what,
bad.
though?
I need a new one. I was like, well, customer service.
You know what though? Here's the deal. If the company's got the right training and the right implementation, that there's nothing wrong with that.
No, and it's
Absolutely
true.
nothing wrong with that.
And so like they have different powers over customer service.
Yeah.
And so they know what they're doing. September's pretty good what they do.
See, that's the one killer. What's the friends and family thing coming up?
October?
Okay.
October.
I might have to see how the friends and family thing goes.
Friends and family is good.
Mm-hmm.
It's still the best deal. Yeah,
It's not, and that's the worst. I really shouldn't. I don't. It's not like I need a new bed.
Why have you had yours?
It's been a few years. I got it when I was living in the apartment, and I was. See, and this is the crazy part. I remember I was out of town on a work trip, doing a training. Where the hell was I? I was doing a training for that last job though, and it showed up, and my mom and Rex swapped out my mattress while I was gone. So I came home to my new mattress.
Huh.
But that's been.
That's been a minute because
That's
I've only
been-
been in the house.
Huh? I think she said like 2016, something like that, 2015. So it's been 8 years, 9 years.
Oh, that's kind of standard for
Yeah.
a mattress, for a traditional mattress.
Yeah. Well, and it's one of those. Dude, I spent like, I didn't spend big money. I spent like $800 on the thing, $900, and it was one of those half coil spring memory foam. I spent some did customization. Helix. Is that Helix mattress? I don't think they do mattresses anymore. I don't think they're around.
Oh.
I think they got absorbed because they're like a purple competitor.
A lot of those do get bought up.
Yeah, they get bought up and traded and
somehow
names
they end up
changed and
being
assimilated.
CD or something
Yeah,
now.
yeah, because they have this great idea in the manufacture, but it's all shipped in from China anyway.
Unfortunately.
So they of course they get bought up. But yeah, they were like a purple thing, and I heard about it on a podcast. I'm like a Bill Burr or something like that. I heard him on something, and it sounded pretty legit. And I jumped online, I did the whole thing, and it's been a super comfortable bed. But it's gotten to where I have to kind of rotate it a little bit more often.
Oh, okay. So it's just getting to be that time.
Yeah, it's kind of getting to that point. With how you and Rex talked about your sleep numbers.
Yeah, you don't rotate those.
No, you never have to move them, do you?
No.
They just kind of stay, and you don't do anything. Just moves it. If I have to rearrange my room, then you move it.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's the one thing I need to.
Mattress flipping is nothing weird. So weird to think that that's weird now because I grew up my whole life the traditional mattresses. Now I'm just spoiled little.
Dude, what's funny is I can't tell you how many mattresses I talked with as a kid.
Oh, for sure.
Because I never knew that you had to actually flip your mattresses and do anything.
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember my dad and my mom going like, "Would you put sleep in the middle of your bed?" Because it was literal taco. Yeah.
That's how that last one was. That was at the old place.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was so bad.
Crazy.
I know.
But you gotta sleep. You need that sleep.
Oh, it's so important.
Because if you don't get it, you can't fix your videos. You can't do the work you
It
need to do.
affects your whole day.
Mm-hmm.
So come on down to Sleep Number in Sugar House. We're
Talk
doing
to
our
Colby.
Labor Day sale right now. Oh my gosh.
Hey, you gotta tell them that you need to pay your pay. You're see. This is the karma that we're talking about, folks. We're not afraid to pitch what we're doing. And Colby sells sleep numbers, so if you want a better night's sleep, you talk to Cobra. The Cobra guy.
The Cobra guy. So this is the card.
He'll sell you sleep and he'll sell you family food gifts.
Oh.
Both of them. Incredible things to have in your life. One thing for you to better your life, one thing to better another person's life. That's what this guy does right here.
Yeah. That's me.
That's a good point. I think that's like a good cutoff point for what it is.
Okay, let's do it.
I'm just, with a couple of false starts,
Yeah,
I'm hungry. I want to go eat.
It's all good.
So, but dude, this has been a great time.
I've fun.
It's been a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But we're not kidding, guys. Check out Colby's Sleep Number stuff. Buy a family food gift. Be actively engaged in what you're doing. That's the big thing. Whatever it is you want to do, be active and engaged in it. If it's feeding people, if it's just your regular day job, your families, your yard, whatever it is, just don't forget when you're actively engaged in whatever you're doing. That's when you're going to see the best rewards. So, and until next time, guys, get yourself some dinner, feed your neighbor. Don't be a peeping Tom, or at least not a creepy one.
No.
Don't be the really creepy ones. But just remember, don't listen to the news either. Those guys are lying to you because
It's all bad.
they got nothing better to do either. They're not talking about doing good. So find something good to watch that does talk about it. And until next time, guys, karma out. That's the end of it.
We did it.
We did it.